All right, welcome fans to Trice Central High School, and you're with the superintendent, the soup, Kyle Mealy, and the coach, John McLaughlin. Coach McLaughlin, it is warm tonight. You're glistening in that sun that's coming in. How does it feel?
Well, it's a warm start here, that's for sure. We're straight across from the sun. Uh, Built this field, I might feel like maybe built backwards, but I was just over on our visitor side, and it's nice and comfortable sitting in the shade, and it was great over there. There's a big line of trees, so I'm guessing in about an hour the sun will go down behind these trees, and it'll be a lot cooler. But I hate to complain because it's a sunny evening and there's no rain, and it'll be a lot colder come the end of the season. So right now we're ready for some high school football.
Oh, yeah. We've got Trice Central here hosting the Wes-Del Warriors. Both teams, as you come into this one, if you're just joining us, they are 0-1 each. And I don't remember who they played, who Trice Central played their first game. Do you?
I don't have it right here.
I don't have it
either.
But I do know that you've looked at the stats and you've talked to the coaches a little bit. And you know, there's a great deal of optimism about what the possibility is tonight here at Trice Central.
Yeah, we feel like we match up a lot better tonight. Talking to the coaches pregame, we just feel like it's a better matchup. And you know, we've talked about this before. We're awful young and we're learning. So I think both teams, we've looked at the statistics, but both teams you can kind of toss that out. Both teams had rough first games, and they're looking to bounce back against some teams that they feel like they are better matchups for them. So we're going to obviously see how it plays out. We could go through their stats, but honestly they're a lot like ours because both games were kind of dominated by the other team. But again, I think this is a matchup that's much more favorable for both teams, and it should be a good game tonight. Very similar offensive-minded, and you're going to see a lot of misdirection by both teams, a lot of option plays, and I think what it really comes down to, talking to a few of the coaches here before the game, is they want to try to win that battle up front. And I think that's it. Anytime you talk to a football coach, that's a big key, is trying to win the battle up front. So if we can do that, I think we'll have success, and we're just going to have to kind of see how it plays out.
Well, it is one of those things where it's second week, and these two teams are probably trying to figure each other out a little bit as far as their own personnel. I look over there and I see that they have a few more seniors than we do, but they still have a lot of 9 and 10s on their roster, which means they've got a lot of freshmen and sophomore. So they're very similar into what we're looking at. Now, I will say they have a few more numbers than we do, which will always be something we say this year that may come into play. Again, we have about 19 to 20 guys in uniform, and that is due to both injuries, and I do think we've got a few guys back from illness. But again, as we trickle in a few more guys, we should get upwards of 25, 26 total players. It's getting loud here at Trice Central, Coach. They've got us up here in a nice press box, very accommodating. Trice Central are always very accommodating.
They are. They're great to us, and they couldn't have been better. One of the things we talked about, we will get Corbin Price back tonight, and Corbin's a good athlete, so that's going to help. Anytime we can get a little bit extra depth and allow these guys to maybe get a break here or there, or, you know, one of the things we don't talk about with the lack of depth is you can't pull a guy out and talk to him and coach.
Right.
You really just struggle when you can't call a kid out. He might be making a mistake that you can help correct, and you see that mistake, but you can't have the opportunity to get him off the field to correct it because we just don't have the numbers right now. So anytime we can get anyone back, like Corbin Price, a good athlete, that will help. So we'll see how it goes tonight. I think both coaches and I know all of our coaches are looking forward to the matchup tonight.
We're getting ready for the national anthem, so we're going to take an audio break but leave the video up for you. Once again, you're at Trice Central High School for Wes-Del on the road at Trice Central. We're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll be back with you after the national anthem. And we're back with you here at Tri-Central High School as we talked about National Anthem, just presented by the Tri-Central Pep Band. And as that cloud comes in play, you'll notice on the camera that you'll have some shade. And as the night goes on, you'll have the sun go behind the trees and you'll have a better view. But there will be some sun in and out of the camera view as it faces us. Getting ready to do the coin toss, it looks like. Still about 3 minutes and 45 seconds before we get this thing kicked off. Once again, Tri-Central 0-1, Wes-Del 0-1. We come into this one, good matchup here, so we're looking for a good game for you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Couple of housekeeping and sponsor. We want to thank Star Financial Bank. And they did a major sponsorship this year and upped their game with not only Wes-Del Sports Network and the live stream, but also with the entire Huddle package, which is the package that all our athletes use and utilize along with our coaches to not only take the game video, but also practice video, and they use that in teachable moments, scouting, and all of that. And they purchased and helped purchase a whole package that was now, we used to just do basketball, football, and volleyball, and they, through a generous contribution for a 3-year deal, are not only sponsoring your live stream, they're sponsoring the Wes-Del Sports Network, and they're also sponsoring Huddle, so it's a major gift. I want to thank Star Financial Bank and specifically Trent Dowling with their efforts. Also, you'll see some of your scrolling in your bottom right-hand corner. You'll see some of the corporate sponsors for the athletic department, and you can see those as they go across your screen. We want to thank our corporate sponsors here in the pregame, but we're getting close. Coach, did you see who got the
I did not see that. They were kind of tricky and sneaky about it. I did not see it. We'll be just as surprised as everyone else here when it comes. Maybe here they're going to announce.
Well, and folks, we want to tell you, when you're on the road with Coach and Soup, it's going to be an interesting one. We've done this in the past, but Mr. Romine does not travel on the road with us, nor do the student workers from the Wes-Del Sports Network. So it's Coach and I. We're running everything. Coach actually might get some more responsibility this game. He's telling me he can handle the soundboard. He's been doing volleyball.
There's not a lot. There's not a lot to it, but
I still am nervous.
I'm waiting. Well, I'm waiting for you to give me permission. To be honest with you.
That's true.
We'll see.
I'll handle the camera, so you can blame me for any of the camera footage that isn't up to par. But it looks like we're getting ready here to start our kickoff. And
it looks like we're Wes-Del's going to receive here the opening kickoff. So Tri-Central will kick off to Wes-Del with, it looks like, who do we have back there? Jacob Grant and Trey Adams will be back deep to receive.
And as we get ready for kickoff, there are a couple of, again, great accommodations. I would say on the road, we've said this since 2 years ago when we came to Tri-Central, so accommodating. They had a place set up for us. But there are some things with the windows that might block your view from time to time on the end zone, folks, so we apologize for that beforehand. Here we go. We got kickoff.
That's a nice kick. Well, you don't see that very often. That's a touchback.
That's a touchback all the way back there, and they're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line.
That
Coach.
Ball went all the way there in the air. Nice kickoff.
Excellent kick. I didn't get the name.
I didn't either, but
we'll work through that as the night goes on. But
let's hope not. Let's hope we never see him kick off again.
That's true.
Wes-Del start on its 20 right here after the touchback. And we'll see again. Point of emphasis tonight was the matchup up front tonight. So we'll see how that plays out for us.
And that is going to be big. I do believe the Tri-Central has a few guys out due to injury, so that may play a factor up front. Warriors have it. Handoff, and we look like we moved about 3, maybe 2 or 3 yards there, Coach.
Yeah, it's Devin Grill on the carry. Nice. You know how Devin runs. It's going to be straightforward. So if we can find those holes, and we talked about it last week, that's going to continue to get better as the year goes on and Devin learns where those holes are going to open up and who to run behind. But nice forward running there for a nice pickup of a 3 on the first down.
If you're on the YouTube watching on the Wes-Del Sports Network, go ahead and in the live chat say hello, and we'll get to you. And we have our break here. In our first break, we'll check the chat out and try to get back with you on the hello. We got a movement, I'm going to say, on us.
Yeah, it looked like we had a little bit of movement there on the right side.
And it was on the Warriors.
So that's going to take away that 3-yard gain, and now we'll be behind a little here.
Is that a 5-yard penalty,
yeah,
Coach?
it's a 5-yard. So we're going to be – now it's going to be second and about 12.
Any Tri-Central fans that are watching, if you happen to be watching and you can't make it out to the field, we want to thank you for tuning in. Anyone else from anywhere watching, we appreciate you tuning in. And if you're at home from Wes-Del, hit the subscribe button so you can see all of the Wes-Del sports. We've got another one.
We may have moved again.
And it is going to be against the Warriors, another 5-yard penalty. So penalties are hurting us early, Coach.
Yeah, you don't want to go backwards. I mean, one of the things that you, as a coach, want to see is limit your turnovers and limit your mistakes. You don't want to help the other team out. So, no, we don't want to see that. We won't go backwards. I see Coach Hansen, offensive coordinator, over there yelling a few things to him. You just got to stay set. One of the things we just mentioned was getting off the ball before the other team, and if that's the case, sometimes you can get a little antsy on the front line, but we've got to hold our spots until we're ready to snap the ball.
So it is second down. It's going to be second down and quite a few, almost 17 yards here. In motion. That ball is loose. And Trey Adams, I believe, was the intended.
That was forward, so they're going to call that a forward pass, incomplete.
So there was no fumble then on the play, just a pass. So it'll stay third down and about 17, maybe, I'd say 17 or 18. Yeah, they got 17 on the board. I'd have to say at this point you go pass, and if you don't get it, we're definitely punting at this early in the game.
Yeah, and Coach Hansen felt like we had some nice matchups from watching film in the passing game. So let's see if we go to that direction here in first series.
We know Blevins has the arm. He showed that off. When we look run here, and now we
fumble.
Pitched it back. Triton has it, trying to get out of trouble. He's got several Trojans after him. And a nice stop there, even though we did get back almost to the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Yeah, that was Gatlin Hinkle for the Trojans to make the tackle there. He's a junior. It was weird. You see that ball pop out, and it was a fumble, and Triton just happened to be there. The worst things could have happened right there. If we don't come up with that ball, we don't get the opportunity to punt. So Triton was able to – he didn't pick up much. Was able to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards there.
I believe our punter –
yeah, it's
Carter Flynn.
Yes.
Back to punt.
Nice snap
it's
there.
Away.
Grayson Mealy, long snapper, always very important.
That ball is bounced off a good bounce for the Warriors. And it's going to be across to almost the 43-yard line. So it wasn't the series they wanted to start with, and now a lot of our guys just flip back over, as we said. Only really 19 guys, about 20 guys in uniform, so they just flip right over and play defense, not much of a break. And we'll see what happens on this first series on defense.
Well, it's like we talked about. We're going to see a lot of the same thing. It's the same similar type of offense that Wes-Del runs. It's going to be important that we hold our spots and that we can shoot, don't get caught in the misdirection. Hold your spot. Make sure that we make a clean tackle. Try to get first guy, wrap them up.
Here come the Trojans out of the huddle for their first offensive play. First series for the Trojans.
Looks like that's Perez, senior at quarterback.
And he will hold on to it. He looks like he's dropping back. He's in pursuit. The ball's away and just out of the outstretched arms of number 7, I believe.
Yeah, that's Horback, and he had 3 guys open.
Yeah.
He just didn't play on his feet and get that ball there. That's a touchdown because he had 3 guys behind the defense. So I think probably the game plan was we're going to get up and crowd the line a little bit and have some extra players up there. And we're going to have to make sure that if that doesn't go that direction, that we get back and cover that because they were open on that one.
Second down and 10, and we have an official here. Looks like they're blowing this dead.
That wasn't a great spot.
That was a terrible spot because they had it at 2nd and 8.
Yes, and there was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, well,
that was good. He caught that at least.
Hey, I like this guy. That's a rarity for me.
You don't say that often.
No.
That won't last.
No, can't. There's a handoff up the middle, a lot ahead of steam, and finally taken down by Alec Thornburg. Number 7 there. Thornburg led last week in tackles. He had 9 tackles.
It's actually Triton Blevins.
Was it Triton?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Triton.
my bad.
That's all right, but, that's another one of those safeties. Triton came in and wrapped him up. Otherwise, that's going to be a touchdown. We talked about this before. You see Blevins and Thornburg and some of those guys making tackles. We want them going forward when they make those tackles. We don't want them all the way back there. But if it does get back there, you don't want it to get past them.
That sun's back out, Coach. It's going to be hard to see. But we'll do our best. 1st and 10. That ball is loose. That ball's loose. And that's going to be a loss of about 5, maybe 6 by the Trojans. So fortunate there.
Yeah, that was a pitch to Fowler. He's one of their senior running backs, and that didn't go the direction they wanted it to. And that looks like about an 8-yard loss, so that really helps. Wes-Del needs to dig in right here. He's second and about, I'm guessing about 17 or 18.
Yeah, it says 17 on the board. Ball's on the 37-yard line. Tri-Central has it. Big opening there, but finally stopped. Fowler knocked back, and then we've got several Warriors in on that one.
That was Thornburg.
Thornburg stopped at first, and then
wrapped up by a bunch of guys. He made the initial hit, slowed him down. That's what you want. He's giving up a little size there.
Absolutely. Fowler comes in at 6'2", 200, and he's all of 200.
When we're listing Alec at 155, and that must be with his pads on and everything.
Yeah, soaking wet. 3rd down and about 13.
But we've seen him play, and he isn't going back down.
No, he's not scared of anybody. Alec is a solid football player for us.
Nice addition.
On 3rd down, here comes the Trojans. They're holding on to it. There's a little bit of trouble, and we got him. Looks like holding on for the sack is going to be I think that's Luke Powers.
It is, 76. Luke Powers, he wrapped him up and did not let go. So great initial rush. We said we got to win the battle up front, and right there Luke did.
So with that, it's going to put it at 4th down and quite a few, about 15. Ball's on the 32. I would assume they're going to go for it, but it does look like their kicking team might be coming onto the field. And we have an official's timeout right now.
This might be something we haven't seen in a long time. They may be going for a field goal.
They are kicking a field goal on the 40-yard line. This would be something, and the officials are just trying to get down there. They're not even prepared.
You don't see this in high school football very often.
And here's the ball's away. Now, hang on. We have a delay of game possibly.
Yep.
Delay of game on Tri-Central.
That may change.
That's going to be.
I think they're going to talk about this because, the
officials weren't in their position.
Yes, and I want to give their coach, the benefit of the
doubt.
He's
did.
the right call.
It's the correct call.
He's going to raise it, and that's the right call.
Yes. If you're at home, the back officials were not where they were because it doesn't happen very often in high school. They're going to kick a field goal from the 40-yard line. So, number 8 is kicking. Coach, I don't know that. John Jimenez Vasquez. And the kick's away.
It's a long kick, but it's going to be short. Not by a ton. Short by about 7 yards probably.
And the Warriors will get it back at the 34, correct?
Correct. They'll get it back at the line of scrimmage.
So tell me the difference here. In college, you can return that, right?
Yeah, you could have some. I don't know if in the high school.
You can do that in high school.
Somebody will probably tell us in the chat.
That's
in high
true.
school, I'm not sure if you can return that or not. I don't think you can. I'd be just guessing.
We have some people in the chat.
Sweet.
Julie Swartz, I always say she's a all-time watcher, all-time member of the Wes-Del Sports Network. Linda Johnson, Terry Thornburg. He's here, but he's watching. We love that.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Bryan. And here we go. That's all I could get in before we were going to get this second possession going offensively.
Hand off there to Grow.
Not much there, Coach.
No. This is sometimes
you just got to work them down.
Well, we have to be patient. That play may be setting up another play.
Right.
With our misdirection. You give it, fake it, then the next time you fake it to Devin, everybody spills that way, and we go back around the backside with Trey or somebody coming on the backside of that. So every play is not always designed to be the one that scores the touchdown. You'd love it to, but sometimes those plays are setting up other plays. 2nd
and 10. We made it back to the line of scrimmage on that first handoff. In motion here. Ball's away.
Oh, Trey, go.
Trey
go.
Adams.
There he goes.
He's got room.
He's
down the sideline, and he takes a good hit, but he's right near a first down, and I think he has it.
There, and that's one of those we just talked about. Get fake to Devin, hand it around the outside there on the sweep to Trey Adams.
Excellent run by Trey, and at the end there, even with a nice little juke to get a few more yards and took that initial hit there really well. So it's 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the 33-yard line now. It looks, is that 5 or 6? 06. I think that's 6. 6:04 to go.
Okay.
We got a light out, I think. Here we go, and that's off to number 5 has it. Hold on to that ball back. Maybe
Lucas Young for us.
Lucas Young, they had lost it 2. Again, I like how we're steadily trying some things here to set up something else.
Know this as coach. Sometimes things look great on paper and on film, and then you got to try them in a game and may or may not work, and then you might fall into something that works even better for you while you're experimenting with something else. So both teams filling each other out here early in this game.
It's going to be 2nd down and 11, 34-yard line. And we're away, and that might be Grow with it.
Yes, that's Devin.
I think he got back to the initial line of scrimmage, so we're going to say that's going to be 3rd and 10, maybe on the 32. I will say I did talk with some of the players over the weekend and early in the week, and I know you do. You have many of them in class. Very positive after game 1. All the players, now you may say to yourself, well, I looked at the score. I didn't see the game. Maybe I didn't tune in. And the score didn't look positive, but it was a very positive outlook for these players. And I love that, and I think that comes from their coaching staff, who's very optimistic as well. Ball's away now. Here's Adams with it again, trying to find a hole. And right there was a nice tackle made by number 25, and that is Gatlin Hinkle. Nice name.
Yeah. Sounds like a football name there.
It does.
Could be a basketball name, too, I
I
guess.
know. I like
Hinkle
that. Hinkle Fieldhouse. It's going to be 4th down, and we'll see what we do here. I didn't see. Yeah, Carter's in, so we're going to punt.
Now, you do have to remember Carter's our backup quarterback, so we probably at some point will have a play this year where
somewhere we're going to use that as a fake.
I'm not sure this will be the point.
Doesn't look like it. Kicks away.
Good height, not a ton of distance, but
get a bounce. Height. So they're going to be back about where they were in their first possession on the 46. Coach, we haven't really moved anywhere from about the 20 to the 50.
We're right here in the middle
on this
of the field.
Side, right where the sun's at.
Yeah, I would say the sun has not moved either.
No.
It's right in the middle of my forehead.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, you have your corporate sponsors for the athletic department scrolling in your right-hand corner. And you want to thank Star Financial Bank for, they're not only the Star Financial scoreboard sponsor, they are also the primary corporate sponsor of the live stream this year. We do have a couple of more, Coach. I can't announce them yet, but we have a couple more sponsors
sure we will.
that have already contacted me. If you have anybody out there that wants to sponsor the live stream and the Wes-Del Sports Network, let me know. Email me. You'll find it on our website. Hand off there to Fowler. Another good stop in there. That was several Warriors that got in there, Coach.
Yeah,
see who comes up.
Let's see. It looks like Grayson Mealy is on the bottom of that. He was a nice hit there, and then after that one, he wasn't going to let go and had a bunch of guys help him. But great hit there by Grayson.
So it's 2nd and looks like to be about 9. Ball's going to be on the 44.
Yep. Nose is touching the 44.
Yeah, we'll say that.
3:14 here to go in this first quarter.
Moving right along.
Yep.
Ball's away. Pitch to Fowler. Fowler's got some room ahead. A lot of room ahead. Nice tackle. That's going to be a 1st down. The tackle was made by number 24.
That's Corbin Price. Corbin did a nice job of pushing the blocker off. He got blocked and pushed back a little bit, but as soon as that ball carried, I thought he was in trouble, but he pushed the blocker off and made the tackle.
Nice to have Corbin back. You mentioned it earlier, Coach, in the pregame. Folks at home, if you didn't know, Corbin actually had broke a part of his, I'd say it was his orbital bone.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty severe break. And it's amazing to me that he's, cleared and can put the helmet on, but I guess that helmet does a lot of protection. But a great tackle, and that's his first stat of the year, so we'll see more of those. 1st and 10. Pitches to Fowler on the outside. Tackle made there.
It's tackle by Trey Adams.
Trey Adams, number 13 with the tackle. Gets under. Low man wins, Coach, and he got low and took Fowler out.
I'd like to see a little more pursuit on those. Picking up 5 yards on first down isn't going to be ideal for us, but nevertheless, a great tackle there.
2nd and 5 now.
You know, I love these white uniforms.
I do too.
I think they just look sharp.
2nd and 5. We're on the 30. Well, we're inside that. They're on the 29.
That's right up the gut, and that's going
and they're
nowhere.
Stopped right there. Ball, they're still out. And several Warriors. Let's see. I think Luke Powers was in on that one.
Got Powers getting off the bottom there, and maybe Dallas Godby.
Yeah, Dallas Godby was in on that one. So 3rd and 5.
Maybe Brock Nauman in there too.
Now, I don't know about their passing game, but to the common guy, which I am when it comes to football, and many people would probably say the common guy when it comes to basketball too if they've ever seen me coach. But to the common person, you would think they're going to throw here. But 3rd and 5, Coach, that doesn't always mean they're going to throw.
Well, they've liked this end-around play with pitch play to 22 here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that again because this is probably 2-down territory. There
That's
it is.
the call. And he's got plenty of blocking there. Great tackle made.
No, it's going to be close, though.
It is going to be close, but I think they are going to give it to him.
Well, let's see the spot here. I think so. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, they got it by a yard or so.
Well, they're never going to miss it. We know that. They are sharp. So far, I can't complain. These guys aren't too bad.
It's early.
And it's still a shortage. First and 10, under a minute here. It's running down the clock in the first quarter. No score so far, but the Trojans are knocking on the door. That one is stopped, and that is number 34 and number 76. That's Luke Powers. And for us, Devin Groh in on the tackle.
Pick up there of about 3.
So it will be 2nd and 7. And we're down to 25 seconds on the scoreboard. Let's see if they've got to get a play off.
Yeah, they're going to have to take one more play here.
They don't want to waste the timeout in the first quarter.
I would imagine that, like we've seen quite a bit of running, so here I imagine this will be the last play of the quarter.
It's away, handoff to Fowler. Fowler stopped right away.
Keeps his legs moving and is able to pick up maybe another yard.
Number 58 in there, and that is Brock Nauman, the freshman, made the initial hit. And that's going to do it for the first quarter here on the Wes-Del Sports Network with a score of Tri-Central 0, Wes-Del 0. We will be back with you here after about a 30-second break. And we're back at Tri-Central here with you. It is Coach McLaughlin with the soup. And the first quarter was scoreless. Coach, what did you see in that first quarter?
A lot of sunshine.
That is true.
Both teams filling each other out. I think that if you're looking at it from Tri-Central's point of view, I think they really like the pitch play out to their backs running both 22 and 42, trying to get outside, trying to make us make plays, trying to make that one guy miss. And to our credit, we've made those tackles. For Wes-Del, it's just a matter of figuring out which direction is going to work for us. I think it's still going to be some of that misdirection stuff, and we're still setting that up, I believe. I think we'll see more of that.
You heard it from the coach. He set things up for this second quarter of play. Here's Trojans on third down. Handoff is away, and he's going to pick up the first down and keep moving and get closer and closer as he's inside, well inside, I think, the 15-yard line, just outside the 10-yard line. In fact, he might be right on that 10-yard line.
And that's Dayton Horn for them, and he's done a nice job of running. He's a big guy and hard to bring down. Imagine we'll see a steady stream of him and number 42 tonight.
Gabe Fowler.
Yes.
Big kid. But the Warriors are fighting, as we talked about. A lot of these guys are playing both sides of the ball. You're going to hear that all year long. Here they are on 1st and 10, headed in. Fowler has it. Fowler's got some blockers, and he is going to score, I think. Or is he just short? Yeah, he scored.
He's in.
Gabe Fowler runs it in for Tri-Central, and they are on the board.
You've got a question there, maybe they're on the backside, and we've talked about this before, is how we don't really want to see that hold called on the backside, but I saw a little bit of a holding on the backside of that play. Didn't really affect the play.
Didn't affect the play any, but
didn't, but I saw a little bit of it. Anyway, nevertheless, they score.
And here is Vasquez, Jimenez Vasquez, the kicker. And I got to believe he can put it through.
We know he's got the leg.
And he certainly does. So he adds that to it. It's going to be 7-0 here. So after no score in the first quarter, the Trojans, though, did set up the opportunity to score early in that quarter, and they did. So,
well, that's all right. I mean, they hit first. We got to hit back. So, you're not going to win a game if you don't score a point. So, obviously, we're going to come back on offense, and we're going to start pushing the ball down the field, figure it out. I would like to see the misdirection coming a little bit from us. We've set up with Devin a few times, but I think what we're going to hit at some point, we're going to hit one of these long passes. If we can give time, Triton some time, I think Trey or Corbin Price. They don't have Corbin in their scouting report. So we get Corbin across the middle or long, I think we'll be able to sneak one to him.
Jacob Bryan, we want to thank you. Jacob found the rule. He couldn't find the IHSA rule, but he did look hard to find. I believe in high school football, a short field goal can be returned, but I couldn't find an IHSA official ruling on it. So, but we appreciate you looking anyway.
Maybe we'll look into that in the off.
On the ride home, we have a lot of time to talk.
There's not a lot to do on this ride home.
No, and we were struggling with things to eat. Trying to figure out where are we going to eat after the game. We had the best escorts to the game, Mrs. Mealy and my daughter Charlie.
Miss Mealy.
Yes, and Miss Mealy.
I'll tell you what, as soon as we walked out, I smelled those hamburgers.
Oh, delicious hamburgers, I think, here at Tri-Central.
That's a long kickoff.
That's going to be Trey Adams with the return here. See if he can get a couple blocks. He gets one. Then he's met by number 5. Blow the whistle, boys. Blow the whistle.
That's Perez, the quarterback.
That's a late hit. That's going to be a penalty. They've got, and partially Tri-Central fans have to be upset because they've got to blow the whistle earlier. The kid is taught to make that play.
Okay, you play till the whistle.
Until the whistle's blown. I don't put that penalty on those kids. I put the penalty a little bit on the adult out there wearing the stripes. You've got to blow the whistle dead so that penalty doesn't happen, but also so players don't get hurt.
Well, tack on 15. Make that a little bit more of a manageable instead of being at the 15-yard line. I think that's where the penalty's from. We'll see. I don't want to guesstimate here.
I would
should
say
be right around the 30.
If
maybe.
you watch that over again, those of you at home, when you get the chance, and you look at that, Trey was stopped, and they could have blown the whistle for a good 10 seconds, but they allowed it to go on, and I don't blame the Tri-Central kid. Play till you hear the whistle is what he's told.
Looks like it's going to be all the way out to the 37. So a lot better field position for the Warriors there than starting back all the way back on what it would have been inside the 20.
So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10, 37-yard line, as Coach said. See if the Warriors can get it going on offense in this possession. Ball's away, and that looks like a handoff to Grow. And I would say he's made it at least back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's Fowler on the tackle. And I always feel with Devin, right now he's just one guy to beat, and he's going to bust a long one. And I think we're still going to see that at some point.
Again, I like the patience of the offensive play calling. Coach Hansen, Coach Knuckles know what they're trying to do with this team. And, again, this is a young team. They're trying to set the foundation. We're not losing our heads at any point. We're just continuing to do what we do and worrying about us. Second down.
Here's your first.
Triton back to pass. He's got some pressure. He's got to get rid of that tackle made by number 48. And that is, excuse me, I think that's Fowler, Gabe Fowler, number 42.
I agree with you that we got to do a better job up front, but I also think Triton's got to keep that head up. I think he saw a guy coming in, and sometimes as a quarterback, especially with a young offensive line, you may take a hit to get the ball away. And I think that time maybe feet got a little antsy, and he'll get that figured out.
So now it's 3rd and 19 on the 31. Warriors need to pick up some big yardage here. And the pitch is to –
that's Thornburg.
Thornburg, and he's tackled and stopped there. Stop made by number 30. Hunter Gray, number 35. Hunter Gray, a senior, 6'1", 180 on the tackle, and that's going to put it at 4th and quite a lot. Right about 19 still. You'll see Carter Flynn here to kick away. So up front in the line in the passing game. Still some things these young guys, remember your entire line, if you're watching at home, the entire line except for one player are sophomores and freshmen. You have one senior out there. There's a kick. Pretty good, better kick on that punt than the last one.
See if we can get a good roll.
Need a good roll right here. It's down, and it's going to be down at the 42-yard line, and that's where Tri-Central will take over.
Halftime cheerleader bake sale
Really?
Here at Tri-Central.
Boy, we come on the right night, don't we?
Yeah, I'm telling you, between the hamburgers and the bake sale. Got any cash?
No, but I'll talk to somebody.
What do we got to do up here to get a cupcake?
Well, a guy's got to get a fresh no-bake. Well, if it's a bake sale, would a no-bake qualify?
No, I don't think so. I think that's a good point. We'd have to eat that cupcake pretty fast because it's going to melt up here.
Oh, my. I'm just sweating and trying to see at the same time. That one's away. Fowler runs into a couple of guys, but now it's actually held to the outside by number 5, and he
made something out of nothing.
Made something out of absolutely nothing.
Forced out there by Triton Blevins.
Number 5 is Felix Perez.
Looks like he ended up picking up about 6 there on that first down play.
Head coach here, Shane Arnold, was Coach Arnold at South Adams, or am I way off on that at one time?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I may be wrong on that. I don't know how long Coach has been here, but he's got these guys. I will say he's got them fundamentally sound, and nice tackle. Well, I thought he had him. He got me fooled. Now there's Fowler, tripped up. Right here, that was Trey Adams that tripped him up, number 13. That's going to be a first down, though.
Yeah, it was enough to pick up the first down.
Sorry if I didn't move the camera at home, folks, because I can't see a thing.
Well, he had us all fooled, like you said. It was a nice fake. That's what the misdirection will do.
Faked me out by the sun because I think it burnt my retina.
We're about 15 minutes away. From either.
I'm going to hold you to that. Armageddon?
Well, 15 minutes away from melting or the sun going behind these trees or a solar eclipse.
I've never cared about a small row of trees more in my life. We got timeout. Timeout Tri-Central.
This timeout sponsored by Old Spice.
Axe body spray. We are going to take a timeout for a water break since we're looking directly into the sun and we feel like we're almost touching it. So we'll be back with you here about 30 seconds on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Coach, you getting any good texts there?
No, not really.
I didn't know if maybe it was your daughter. Big night. Big night.
Yeah, it was fun. When my daughter got a new car tonight, it was a surprise. So you got to kind of see the end of that.
I did.
That was
nice.
Fun. She was excited.
Those are moments etched in time. You'll remember them forever. And hopefully that car. They got us to jump.
No, we went. I think
they're gonna call that on them.
I think that's them. Yeah, that was 58.
And that is the penalty. Is on the Trojans. So we'll take that. Yeah, hopefully that car stays in that shape.
Well, that's the plan. You're always playing it that way, and we had a little talk about it. So let's hope so.
Well, I know all about that situation with the cars because I'm working through a permitted driver right now.
That's right. You're close to the
Yep.
tail end of that.
Now I know how my dad felt. It's scary.
Yes.
Here we go. First down.
Oh,
nice tackle made.
Devin Groh.
The ball's out.
Loose.
The ball was loose. I don't know if we got it, but I think they recovered actually.
Yeah, they did. Trayton Blevins was close to getting that. I didn't see it pop out.
I didn't either, but I can't see anything. So if you're watching,
I think they're probably tired of hearing about the sun.
I'm sorry, folks. I can't help it.
Here comes the sun.
What's your favorite Sun song?
I think I just said it. I don't know.
Here Comes the Sun?
I don't know. That's not really probably it. I could probably think of a better one.
Well, I mean.
Black Hole Sun. I don't know. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Soundgarden, yeah. Fortunate Son. That's a different sun.
Well, hey.
It's
we can make it work.
Second down. Fowler has it. He's hit. Missed. Finally taken down by Brock Nauman and Trey Adams. And Brock
bring
Nauman.
up a big third down here. Third and about 5.
Brock Nauman dove in there, and I tell you what, for a freshman, he's not afraid to get in there and get dirty. So it is going to bring up a big third down. Warriors at home, cross your fingers, cross your toes. Make some noise for our defense.
7:13 left here in this.
3rd and 5 on 38. 7-13 from Coach.
Half.
This could be a big stop. Pitches outside.
Get that.
Just got a block. He's got a first down and more, and he's knocked out of bounds.
It's a nice block there because we have a guy out there.
Have great pursuit.
Yep.
I will say this. It's not a lack of speed. We've got that. I've noticed that in the first couple of weeks. We're not slow to get there. It's a block here or there that just helps them out.
Sometimes you got to give the other team some credit. That was good execution on that play. So
absolutely.
The other team's trying too, so you've got to give them some of the, anytime the credit can go both ways there. And I don't know that we did anything wrong. They just made a play.
Coach, they're going to have to
step up.
They're going to have to figure out their sports drink situation here. They got a Gatorade cooler and 2 Powerade coolers, and then another Gatorade down there.
Got all bases covered.
Yeah, they got to find some loyalty. What are you? You're a Gatorade guy?
Yeah, well, I'll go with it. I don't care. I like Powerade, Gatorade, whatever's on sale.
Well, Gatorade had one called Citrus Cooler.
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, it's no longer. They quit. Okay. They discontinued it years ago. It was my favorite. And
you never know. Sometimes they give up on good things like that. Like Slice. You can't find a good orange slice anymore.
When you looked me in the eye and tried to sell me on a slice just now.
Well, I don't drink pop, but if I did, it'd be an orange slice.
Yeah. Well, we all know. Folks, if you haven't heard at home, we're going to stay with you during this timeout so we can tell you that Coach says he hasn't had a pop in how long now?
7 or 8 years. I don't know.
No one can confirm it. I mean, not everyone's with you at every moment of the day.
Every once in a while a carbonated beverage, but I've not had a pop.
Not a pop. Understandable. There's probably some people at home right now enjoying a carbonated beverage that may not be a pop. And for you, that's great. You've worked hard this week. Now you're watching your Warriors on the field.
I feel like it's a commercial.
You feel like
it's turned into a.
It's gonna be a commercial. Like Will Ferrell's coming out of a river.
You've lived a high life.
Not a sponsor. Should be, but can't be.
Can't be. But this popcorn smells good too.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just hungry.
I don't know. When we came in, that grill smelled tremendous. 6:58. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 31 here for the Trojans. Tri-Central has dominated the second quarter. Is that a 5 or is that a 6? That's a 6.
Yes.
6:58.
Oh, a little offsides there.
Just a tad. He took off.
Well, that'll go backwards 5 yards.
Yeah.
It'll be 1st and 15 now.
He was
open.
That was Gabe Fowler's brother, Izzy, I think, number 20.
He was open.
Izzy's a sophomore, 5'10", 180. I'm going to tell you what, nobody was going to catch him.
He was ready to make a play.
No, he got it. He, when you say first step, he had it. But it's a penalty. It's going to bring him back a little bit. Getting a little sorry about the glare on your TV screen. I see it on the camera, nothing I can do about that. I don't want to mention what it is because Coach says I've talked about it too long. 1st and 15. Got to get in pursuit. That's a huge hold. That's a huge hold. There's everyone and their brother threw a flag.
Lucas Young was getting held. I mean, it was right here and wide open too.
I mean, listen.
3 flags.
Yeah, listen.
And coach, their coach is pretty upset too.
Yeah. Listen, I don't always say the hold has an impact on a play.
That one did.
And I don't always say I can tell when the hold happened. I could tell when that hold was going on.
That was not a mistake.
Yeah.
Or no mistake making there. That's going to push them all the way back. So now we're looking at, 1st and 25. So Warriors really need a hold defensively here.
I think Coach Arnold would like to hold that kid for a second. Hey, they are. Let's just remember, we coach them.
Kids.
They're kids, man.
And it's early in the year.
I did it.
Early
I did all kinds of things, made all kinds of mistakes.
Did you?
It's hard to believe. 1st and a lot. And that's going to be, hold on there, boys. Hold on. Knock it down. Tackle made, a little slow on the camera. I'm speaking of mistakes.
Grayson Mealy and Triton Blevins. Grayson Mealy wrapped that ball up and was trying to rip it out. Got some help there by Triton to bring him down. They're able to pick up maybe 4, 5, 6 yards on that.
I want to give a shout out if you're not on social media, but I need to rephrase it. If you're on Twitter, Instagram, or anything, and you look at the Wes-Del Warriors or Wes-Del Athletic page, I want to give a shout out to the Warrior Creative class who do all the promos and all the graphics for our teams. That's done in-house by our students, and it's really great to have. And they're almost wrapped up and stopped. Another nice play.
Could have almost been another hold there, but I think that was probably a good one to let go. Trey Adams. A couple other guys there making the play. So this is going to be the Warriors really need a hold here. It's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, 3rd and 11.
My wife texts and says we need to start eating before the games. She's watching now.
Is she watching? Yeah, Brandy, we apologize. But really on the ride up, we couldn't find anything, although we did locate a new Wendy's. That's
a rumor.
It's right there in Elwood, I'm telling you.
I haven't seen it, so.
Courtney,
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Well, listen, my wife's never been wrong, and she said it was there.
I think she's not listening.
Yeah.
There's a handoff up the middle.
Hang on. Got to stop him. Got to make that tackle. That
no.
didn't happen. That's going to be a first down.
Yes. Dang it.
We had the chances, but Gabe Fowler just kept running those feet and running those legs, and he had a good head of steam. Good run by Fowler.
Yeah, north and south. He was just kept his legs moving. You know what that is right there? That's the difference between a freshman, sophomore,
and a senior.
And a kid that's played for a few years. So,
well, I can tell you this. We've been saying Gabe Fowler in a lot of things in the last few years.
Or was that Horn? I'm sorry.
Was that Horn? Was that 22?
22, I think.
Well, either one of them.
Either way.
Either one of them.
Both run well tonight.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now. And that is Horn. Still going. Still going. Still going.
They call that. What did they call it?
And they called a touchdown. And he carried about half of our team into the end zone, so 2 strong runs. And you know what? If I'm Coach Arnold, I got to give him credit on the call. After that run before, give it back to him. Let him keep running.
Yeah, when you've got a couple of good running backs, you can give a guy a break and let the other guy run for a few minutes.
Here's Jimenez Vasquez, and he kicked it really well last time, and another one.
Right down the middle.
Right down the middle, and that's 14-0. With 4:16 to go, we're going to take a quick break here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back. Want to let everybody know we appreciate you watching on the Wes-Del Sports Network YouTube channel. If you are on the channel and have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We are at almost 550 subscribers, which you would think, well, that's not something to talk about. Yes, it is for us because we really only have about 470 kids in the high school.
Well, I've heard that people like to put it on multiple outlets as they're watching, several different. Maybe watch on phone, 2 TVs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and
you walk from one room to another.
And have every one of your family members subscribe. Call your grandma, call your aunt, call your uncles. Get everybody on there. We do know that some people watch in groups, too.
Yeah.
So we're at 95 viewers, almost 100. That's Jacob Grant. He's out of bounds there, knocked out. But Jacob's a basketball guy.
Able to get some yardage there, though, after the catch.
Yeah.
So. I'm telling you, having a kicker like that is a definite weapon in high school.
Well, when he came out here, folks, if you didn't watch the first possession, they lined up on the 40-yard line. I think maybe without the penalty, he had a good chance.
Yeah.
And he was ready to kick that thing.
It would have been a lot closer because he didn't miss it by maybe 7 yards.
14-0, Tri-Central leads here. But we've seen good things out of the Warriors. If you remember last week, they went into, I believe it was 16-6 at the halfway mark. And so the Warriors are going to try to see if they can get down here in 4 minutes and get a touchdown and make this a 1-point or 1-score game. What do we got here? Oh, we got to count. It's always good to count.
See if they can get to 11.
Wait a minute. Hey, look here. Hey, Bob, I've got 12. Oh, no, I had 10, Bob. They brought another guy on here.
Oh,
I don't know that official's name is Bob. That was completely.
Yeah, it looks like it might be.
He looks like a Bob.
Nothing wrong with that. But
no, I know a good Bob Todd.
Bob Todd, yeah.
Is that Grow?
Nice pick up there on first down. Let's pick up about 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. They keep marking it off here. Yeah, it was Devin Grow on the carry.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, he's
not with us anymore, Coach.
No, but when he was.
He's making happy little trees in heaven.
Yes, he is.
They have an exhibit at Minnetrista.
I'd like to see that.
I always figured you for a Bob Ross guy.
Yeah. Well, you're an art guy. Let's go.
Absolutely. Hey, we'll do it tomorrow.
All right. I'm busy.
Second down.
Nice fake.
Nice fake. Trey Adams has it, looking for a block. He's trying to get upfield. He's still going.
Good.
And the hit actually pushed him close, if not across the first down.
He did. He got hit from behind. I think he picked up 3 yards out of it.
Yeah, and that is a Warrior first down. Come on.
Yes, it is.
They got to move it. Well, they still show. There we go.
They're moving it.
They're moving it. Flip it. Flip it.
Well, they will.
Flip it. There you go.
3 minutes and 15 seconds here in the first half.
Here we go. Warriors 1st and 10. Ball is on the 40-yard line. And that is Grow. He's still in a little bit of action there from Grow. He's starting to find those feet. That's the old Devin Grow that we remember.
Picks up 5 again, and we'll take that. Anytime you can get 5 yards on first down, you'll take it.
One-man wrecking ball. That is number 34, and he got those legs moving. He's hard to tackle. Every time I see that, I see more confidence out of him, and also confidence out of trusting his line.
Yeah, and he's coming off he tweaked that ankle last week.
Yeah.
So I think he's starting to get a little more comfortable with that.
2nd down and 6 in the 44. That's to Adams on the outside. He's trying to get some room, and he does. He's down the sideline, and he's finally out, but that's a first down for Wes-Del.
And not bad to go out of bounds, stop the clock. Nice pickup, and really showed his athleticism on that. Boy, he got around that corner and picked up steam.
2:22, the clock did stop as Adams goes out of bounds. It's another first down for the Warriors, and they are just across for the first time tonight in their third, I think there's their third possession. They're across the 50-yard line. Warriors on the move now. Hand off to Devin Grow, and again, Grow still moving and pushes down and picks up again good yardage, 4 yards, 3 or 4 on the carry. And you got to get up there and start moving. Of course, we have all our timeouts, Coach.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see how this plays out, but I do like the way we're moving the ball right now. We're moving it with some pace, and we're moving it with positive yardage on every possession or every snap here.
2 minutes to go. I would assume the next possession, we will take a timeout. As we need that clock. That clock is precious right now as we're on the 43-yard line.
Watch for a pass play right here. That may be why we didn't take a timeout.
In motion now.
Nope.
Pitch out. This is Adams. This is Thornburg. Thornburg breaks a tackle.
Gets
out of bounds.
Oh,
no, they're going to call him inbounds.
Come on now.
He was out of bounds. Got to use a timeout here, I would think. And we do. Terrible call, terrible spot by the official. I'll just say it like it is.
Well, I just thought he was out of bounds.
But rumor on the street is they were getting hamburgers at halftime, and they were cranking that thing.
Stopped it with a minute 24. I mean, no harm except for it uses one of our timeouts. Third down.
And
two down territory.
Inside the 40 now. You're almost down to the 35. So there's some opportunities here.
I saw Tony Cox before the game, and he's getting guys ready over there. Obviously the best there is.
He's the best there is, and I'm telling you, I'm just going to say it. I would love to get Tony full-time at Wes-Del. That's one of my goals, honestly.
Yeah.
Is to try to get him on here and just have him all day, every day, looking at our athletes and helping our athletes. He just does such a tremendous job. And again, I always say, I don't need to talk about it. Just look at his resume.
Yeah. See athletic director Kai Denny over there on the sideline. See our principal, Mr. Purdue, over there. Looks like Johnny Cash tonight in all black.
Yeah. All black.
We were in the ring of fire over here for a while. But
absolutely. Now it's behind.
It's
behind. Yeah. We didn't make mention of it because you told me to be quiet. No. The fans didn't want to hear it anymore. Here we go. 3rd and 3, 38-yard line, 1:24 to go. Warriors are starting to head towards that red zone. Blevins getting everyone set. Here we go. That one's to Adams on the outside. He's got the first down and probably
blockers.
More.
There he goes.
He's got a lot.
Oh, daggone it. They're going to call a hold on that. I didn't see that as well. They're going to call that on Lucas Young, but Lucas went to the ground and so did the other kid. And I didn't think it was much of a hold as both guys just went down. Let's see. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say they're going to call a hold here.
They just called it.
Okay.
So is that back to the line? I take it in 5 yards.
I don't know if it's from the – I think it's from the spot of the foul in high school.
So was that that's
we'll
not
see.
Not going to be – it'll be replay 3rd down. Right there. It wasn't much.
Remains 3rd down.
Sorry, folks, I didn't move the camera. But it maybe brought us back really right where we were.
Yeah, it was a nice run there by Trey Adams. He's doing a nice job. He hits that edge, really pushing forward and picking up steam.
Now, that did stop the clock, though.
It did, yeah. Really nothing hurt.
No, 1:17. It's just a replay of down, 3rd and 3.
Trey would probably argue with me because that's a big pickup on his part. But
here we go, and it's a pass play.
Triton
trying to get rid of it. Throws it away before he's taken down. They got a flag.
I got to call intentional grounding because the ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I see what Coach Hanson's asking. As it can't be intentional grounding if there's a guy there and he's getting tackled. That's part of the play. He wasn't. If he's in the motion of throwing as he's getting tackled, the ball goes straight to the ground. I mean, what do you?
Yeah.
Unless you're Patrick Mahomes and you're underhand.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they may pick it up.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Nope, they're going to call it. I'm with Hanson.
So now you got a tough decision here.
I know this is going to shock you, but I'm with Hanson. I think that's a terrible call.
Well, to me, it's one of those that the kid was sacked, penalized. You could say, if you really wanted to, knees down.
Yeah.
And call him down right there if you want to. That's enough of a penalty. But to say he wasn't already in the throwing motion, I just don't. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I mean, we had a receiver right there. What we were looking for was the dump down right there. We ran that last week a few times. It worked for us. We're looking at letting the line come through and then dumping it right over the top.
Now it's going to be almost 3rd and 19.
I imagine.
We'll see what we do here. We're going to need to get more time for Triton. He's going to let that one go.
He's got him.
He's got Trey Adams. Trey Adams with the catch. Trey Adams with some extra yardage. And I think we'll take a timeout because that's a nice pass play on 3rd down.
Well, that'll stop the clock.
And the first down. Oh, that's true. We don't need to take the stop. It's 1:02 to go, and we're down.
I'll tell you right now, I'd go right back to that same
That was a nice play. Yeah. Trey Adams was wide open on that. And here we go.
Snap it, snap it, snap it. Oh, they didn't have their guys off the field. All right.
And we got, what do we got here?
Their coach is calling a timeout.
Call timeout. Smart play by Coach Arnold.
They had too many guys on the field.
So we have a timeout on the field. It is looks 1st and 10. The ball is on the 20, what is that, Coach, 27-yard line?
Yeah, 27, 26.
And we're going to take a really brief break here to get a little bit of water, and we'll be back with you in about 30 seconds on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Well, I don't know what happened there. I thought maybe when they reset, does the clock start after the 1st and 10?
Yes, it does start.
Okay, so that's what happened. That's why the time's down. So it's actually 55 seconds, folks.
Yeah, because it was inbound, so, yeah, the clock would start again.
So that makes sense as to why it's not 1:02, because
they did call timeout,
but it was after we had started that.
Yes.
So here we go. It's 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. Warriors have 55.9 left in the half. Fresh set of downs, but not a lot of time. Here's the ball, and it's to Adams. Adams to the outside. He has blockers. Makes a nice cut to the outside. He's still rolling. Let's see if we take a timeout.
Yes, we did.
We did. Away. Timeout right away by Wes-Del. We'll stay with you here.
49 seconds to go.
So a nice play, and I mean, we're starting to move the ball really well on this possession, Coach.
Yeah. It's almost like sometimes this happens in football, that the pace and the sense of urgency we're playing and moving, everybody's in sync, and that if you can get everybody in sync, that puts a lot more pressure on the defense. So we're doing a nice job here in this 2-minute drill of getting our guys to the line and getting ready and snapping that ball, and we're ready to play.
49 seconds to go. Want to tell you again, want to say anybody watching from Tri-Central, probably one of the most hospitable teams that we have on our schedule. Every time we come here, we came here 2 years ago. First year we started the Wes-Del Sports Network, and they were so gracious when we came then, and today they were actually waiting on us. And when we walked in, came and asked us if we needed anything and got us some water right away.
Gary Rue, athletic director, was here to meet us, and they've been great since we've gotten here.
They've got a great administrative team. I know their principal, Adam Long, was in some principal leadership courses with him.
You took some of those?
I did. But you know what? They only let me do it for 3 years and said it's time to get you out of here. Probably the right move. So here we go. 49 seconds. 2nd and 5 on the 22 for Wes-Del. That one's away, and it's going to be a pass play. Blevins looking for the pass.
Oh,
and that's going to be picked off. Interception made just like that. That's one that'll hurt you.
I think what Triton would have liked to done there is get that out of his hands quicker to Corbin. Corbin was open. Now he got covered quickly, but he was open initially, and that wouldn't have been for a touchdown, but it would have been for a pickup of about 8, 9, 10 yards. That's without the run. So that's one you gotta make sure you find, and I don't fault that play calling at all. That was the play was.
Well, you only had. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. And just on cue, we talked about how great Tri-Central is. They brought us a few more waters, and
we could use them.
We could definitely use them. So right there, you're pushing. You're under. We at that point were almost 30 seconds into that play, or 30 seconds left in the half. You have to make a run at the end zone, and sometimes when you gamble like that in high school, that's what happens.
Well, you've got to try to make a play at some point.
Yeah.
When you're running out of time, you got to try to make a play, and I don't fault that call at all. You just got to hit it when you're. And again, we're talking about guys that are young. Yes, we know Triton played a little at the end of the year last year, but Corbin hasn't played. He was out all year last year with an injury, and so just guys still getting accustomed to each other.
It looks like 40 seconds on the clock, but I don't know why. It ran down a lot more than that. They're cranking it. That's what they're going to do. I think they're going to let the clock run for a minute and get it back to where it needs to be. They're resetting the clock.
Resetting should be it.
Reset the play clock, reset the game clock, I think. And that's it. Are they saying it's over?
I'm not sure.
Well, the game clock's running. And both clocks are running. It looks like Tri-Central's going to go in at half.
Yeah, they're not going to have to run a play here.
And not run a play. So the clock's running down. And we're going to let you know that we'll talk a little bit here, but on the halftime, we do not have a guest on the road, and we're going to take an extended break. So we'll leave the camera on, but we'll have the audio off, give you an opportunity at home to grab something to eat, maybe a little snack, maybe stretch the legs.
Come up with a topic for us.
Come up with a topic in the chat that you want us to talk about. We do know that Slice, we don't believe, is sold anymore. But in the first half, Coach, 14-0, not a bad first half. In fact, not only that, but it moved pretty quick. It's only 8 o'clock. So some of your takeaways for the first half.
Well, you're right there in striking distance, so we've got to go back and talk about a few things. We've talked about this before. These half times and these quarter breaks are really important when you are a young team and when you are a team that needs breaks, because you got a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball. So this is a good time for the coaches to get together, talk about some things they like. We talked about this before, but the half times is as much for the coaches to get together as it is for the players. Well, we don't spend it that whole time with the players. A lot of times it's with coaches, and we're talking about things we like, things that we thought would work, things we need to fix. What do we, getting everybody on the same page. The game's moving so fast when you're out there that halftime's a good time to just slow down, take inventory of what's working for you and what's not, try to make some of those fixes, and go back and then talk to the team.
And as you hear it from the coach and his breakdown, we'll talk it over when we get back here. We've got 13 minutes on the board right now. We'll let that run down when they come back out for the warm-ups. We'll come back up. So, folks, you've got about 13 minutes to stretch the legs, get something to eat, take the dog for a walk, whatever you need to do, but make sure you're back here for the second half. It's 14-0, Tri-Central leading here at home, hosting the Wes-Del Warriors. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Folks, we're back here at halftime at the Tri-Central Trojans High School, and it is 14-0. Tri-Central leads here just as we're getting ready to start the second half. Coach, we didn't get a hot dog. There was some talk of a hot dog. You know, Mr. Romine, by the way, I want to mention him.
Belated birthday.
Belated birthday.
Yeah.
I believe he turned 29.
No, he didn't.
I believe he turned somewhere in the range of 29.
I'm not sure anybody believed 39.
Yeah, well, we're going to leave him at 29. And I also want to thank him he did a lot of behind-the-scenes work getting the game set up, and it was real easy. You saw it. You can confirm.
It was pretty smooth. I didn't get yelled at much.
No, you didn't.
Which that means that's pretty smooth.
It's usually a good night.
Yeah. I did leave you alone, but we got her up and running pretty quick here. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot. I carried the camera up.
Well, you're always emotional support.
Yeah.
You're like a service dog in a lot of ways.
Well, I've been the eye candy of this operation for years.
Well, it's halftime, though. Let's go. You want to know what? Let's do a crowd look. If you come to the game, you never know, folks. If you travel, you might get on camera. So let's take a look over here. What do we have? That right there looks like Coach Richards. Is that Coach Richards talking to Mr. Purdue?
Like Mr. Purdue, yeah. He's over there talking to Mr. Purdue about something there, getting something squared away.
I'll scan up into the crowd and see if we see some. You may see somebody you know.
See Tony Cox's shirt tonight? It's a different color for him.
What is it? What's he got going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I see it. Yeah.
Rings out his eyes.
Oh, we're getting ready for kickoff. Looks like we'll scan the crowd real quick as we pan out. You can take a look at everybody. There's all the family, friends, and community that came out to support your Warriors here on a long road. This is the year we go on the road pretty far.
Quite a bit.
Now, boy, did we get lucky. Union County is at Ball State. And folks,
I saw that.
Unfortunately, we found the news out this week. Cannot live stream.
Not that's the one game we won't be able to do.
They won't be able. They won't let us do it. So
get your tickets early.
They obviously haven't watched the Wes-Del Sports Network because they'd probably be asking us to do the Ball State games.
Yeah, well, we would promote them too, but not now.
I know. And I'm a grad. I don't have any pull there.
Nice
kick.
It's a
pretty good kick. That one is caught.
Through the hands right up the middle.
No, we got to make there's a saving tackle right there.
Corbin Price with the tackle.
Corbin Price. That one had a lot of steam.
Yeah, it went right up the middle.
So here we go. We're starting the third quarter, 14-0. Tri-Central gets it on offense, and let's see if we can get a stop to start this one.
Just shy of the 50-yard line here, the 49-yard line.
Well, there was talk about different pops since you brought up Slice. Your wife had one.
Yeah. Pepsi Clear.
Oh, yeah, Pepsi Clear. Was that the one that had the Van Halen song as its promo?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, right here, right now.
Yeah.
Didn't go anywhere.
Hang on. Make it. There we go. So the initial tackle was made by number 5 there as we talk about Van Halen, and right now.
That's Lucas Young.
Lucas Young held on, made that tackle before it was finished off. Knocked, that was either Horn or Fowler on the run. It's going to be second and just about 7.
I need to say that now it has been turned in. It couldn't be a better night now with that sun behind
Well,
the
it's
trees.
right at that time of night.
It's twilight, and it is beautiful and crisp weather, and it feels great.
The air conditioning's definitely working. There we go, and that's tackle made by Grayson Mealy, who held on after the initial hit to take down Horn.
So it's going to be, what, third and about?
3rd and 4.
4, looks like.
Looks like 3rd and 4, Coach. Pepsi Clear was not a fan. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I wasn't either.
Wasn't a fan of Coke 2 either.
New Coke?
New Coke. That was, come on, that was just a promotional thing. That way they could go back to the original Coke.
Well, it worked.
It did work. They got a lot of money. They're still raking it in. Not from you, though. Haven't had a pop in 9 years.
Nope.
Please don't be on us.
Haven't had a pop since I had an RC.
That is on Tri-Central. We'll take that penalty. That's going to put us 3rd and about 9.
That'll work.
I'll take it.
Go backwards.
RC Cola and a moon pie.
That was a Hartford City staple right
I know,
there.
I can tell you it was. It was an Eaton, Indiana staple, too, because I'm Hartford City via Eaton, Indiana.
Yeah. Well, we all end up there somehow.
If you've been through Eaton, don't blink. You'll miss it.
I'm there via Long Beach.
Oh, here we go.
And here we go, 3rd and 8 here for.
Make a tackle. Make a tackle. Get there. Get there. Make that tackle. Oh, did he get it?
I think so. Well, they're saying wind it, and now they're stopping it, so that usually means first down.
It is a first down.
Nice run there, but, boy, like you said, we'd like to force that outside just a little bit more and force it out of bounds. Now we've got a hurt player.
Tri-Central has a hurt player.
I can't. Yes, it looks like it's a Tri-Central player down right here.
Never
on the
a good
sideline.
thing. So,
oh, you know, this. I don't want to sound nostalgic or anything, but this was a.
I never know where you're going.
I know.
It scares me a little bit.
No, it was just kind of. I know how you kind of feel this way. And then on the field, watching Coach Knuckles, and just remember him as a player, watching him play, and just the great memories of kind of high school football and those memories that you have for the kids that are in high school, whether you're out there playing or in the student section, or just how fun this time is to be in high school. And it's nights like this that make you remember why we're coaching and why we're doing things. It's just awful fun. So I saw Coach Knuckles out there, and it just kind of took me back to watching him play, and then just those memories that we all have of high school sports.
Well, I feel like I just took a ride in a 89 Camaro and
88
Camaro with you. What was it?
Yeah, well, they have like a Z28s probably.
No, you didn't have a Z28.
No, I didn't have one.
What'd you have?
I had a Datsun 240Z.
Those are nice cars.
2-seater, yeah. Way too fast for a high school kid. I promise you that.
I had a Pontiac Sunbird.
It wasn't a new one. It was like a 70-something.
1st and 10. Warriors still trying to make a tackle. Nice, bounced off that first tackle. That's a good hard runner, but what a nice initial hit there by Alec Thornburg. Now Trey Adams is down. They get him up pretty quick.
That's the first time we've seen number 2, Rincon.
Rincon, he's a hard runner.
Sophomore.
Tell you what, they've got some hard running halfbacks. I got to credit our guys, though. They're sticking their heads in there, and they're making those tackles. Not literally sticking their heads in there, folks, because they've been taught to tackle correctly. But they're not afraid to make that play. What is that, 8:56? Now we got some whistles.
Some stoppage here, and it's going to be an official's timeout.
Official's timeout. We have an injured player, or what do we got?
I think there was an equipment problem, so the officials are allowing us a substitution there. That's good on their idea.
It
was good.
Appreciate it. Don't say great officiating.
No,
though.
I didn't.
Don't go that far.
No, I just
letting
that guy get off the field.
Don't get me.
Well, we don't want anybody hurt.
No, absolutely not. And honestly, a lot of game left, but I haven't been too upset.
No, these guys really haven't had a whole lot of calls to mess up.
No. 2nd and 4. Moving the ball pretty well here. There's another. He ran right over us. And he's still on his feet. Finally tackle made down there by number 24.
It's Corbin Price again. Initial hit.
It was John Justin who he ran right over.
Yeah, he was standing. John was there and took the brunt into that one.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow, Coach.
Kept his feet moving and able to get a nice pickup. Again, established a little bit of guys that have played for a while, learning how to that stuff we'll learn as the seasons go, and we get this coaching staff to get their hands on them at practice week in and week out.
Here they are, 1st and 10, headed in. That's going to be the quarterback keeping it as he goes to the outside, and he's brought down, knocked out of bounds there by number
I think that was Lucas Young.
5, Lucas Young, yeah. Well, the camera couldn't quite catch up to that one because we finally ran into the
issue that we were
the wall here, the wall issue. Sorry about that, folks.
I'll just try to paint a picture for you.
Hey, we got a Hartford City. Kevin Dodd's watching in Hartford City.
All right.
Tell you what, appreciate you watching. It's a hard run. That's going to be a touchdown, I believe, or just short maybe.
I'm going to say it's just short.
Just
I
short.
bet Kevin Dodds had an RC and a moon pie.
Kevin Dodds in Hartford City, man. He's probably listened to a little bit of Leonard Skinner in his day if he's grown up like I did, and he's had an RC Cola and a moon pie. That's for sure. That's what it was for me.
Yeah, me too, just 10 years earlier than you did it.
Oh, we have a 10-year difference there.
Here we go. We need to stop here. It's third down and about a long yard, 2 yards here.
That one's
right
away.
Up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown.
And they got him for a touchdown. 6 more for the Trojans is going to put them right now at 20, and their kicker, Jean Jimenez Vasquez, is pretty good, so he'll be coming out here. 7:21 to go. He's going to try to make it 21-0 for Tri-Central. Hard running there. They've established the run, as Coach said, and they continue to just pound that thing up the middle. And they got to get a guy on the line here and see what happens. I'll say that. They've had a little bit of trouble making sure they get guys on and off. But it didn't matter.
Yeah, they ain't trouble with those kicks, though.
They have not had a second's trouble with the kicks. So at the Trojans' third score of the evening makes it 21-0, and Wes-Del will get it back here with 7:21 to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a short break on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back. Trey Adams is back, and Jacob Grant is back for the Warriors. Kicking off for the Trojans, 21-0, Tri-Central, 7:21 to go here in the third quarter. Jimenez Vasquez with the kick.
Let that one go, Trey. Good idea. Let it go.
Deep.
Let it go.
Get it in there, yeah.
Good idea. Let me go through our cheerleaders here
real
quick if I can. Riley Lazatter, Mary Kate Dunnick, Delaney Huffman, Tori Clark, Mackenzie Whitehead, Hayden Browning, Lana Bertram, Felicity Pippin, Ava Whitmire, Gracie Drake, Bailey Combs. If I missed anyone, I apologize. That's the list we have. Coaches Tori Purdue and Tiffany Gaddis. So we want to thank all the hard work the girls put in. They went to camp over the summer and did some things to get ready and prepared for the season. And we don't want to discount all that time that they're putting in to come out and cheer the Warriors on. I always appreciate that during basketball season and football season. And some nights it's a little cold and rainy, and they just keep cheering.
Warriors 1st and 10 here. That one's to Devin Groh, I believe. And Devin picks up about 2 yards, maybe 3 on the carry. I'm actually going to say he picked up just about 4 on that.
Yeah, looks like it.
I was selling him a little short there. Good crowd for Tri-Central and a decent road crowd for the Warriors.
I'm not sure if this is their first home game or not. I want to say it is. Just by watching, I think some of the things they were going through here at the beginning, like reviewing a few things up here in the booth, I think maybe it might be their first game.
I tell you what, it didn't seem like their first game when you smelled the grill.
Well, they were in midseason form. With
Trey Adams to the outside here, and
forced out of bounds.
He was.
Looks like he picked up about 2 or 3.
It's going to be third down and about 4 to go. Coach, they've got the it looks like the beach theme again, and we did that last week in the student section.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to say, the other night the girls volleyball team played Wapahani, and I was really impressed. I went back and watched on the Wes-Del Sports Network couple of things I'm impressed with. Number one, the way our girls played in the second and third game. The first game was a little rough, but second and third game was very impressed with. In fact, we were leading. This is Adams.
No, that's
Thornburg. That's Thornburg, and he may have a first down.
It's going to be they're moving
they're moving it.
Yeah, good run there by
Alex
Thornburg. Went upfield.
But, Coach, you do a lot of broadcasting, and, of course, you're there watching your daughter.
Right.
A lot of bright things happen. In fact, we were leading 23-22 at one point in that second game.
Yes.
And I have heard that Wapahani's team right now might be one of the best they've ever had.
Well, that's what I hear from people that I trust, and mainly coaches. And so, I thought we fared really well. We'll talk about it after the snap here.
1st and 10, and then we're on the 26. And this one is up the middle. A few yards gained there.
Thornburg again. We got a Warrior down.
Who is that?
I think that's Alex getting up slow.
Alex getting up a little slow. Probably take him out and get a
bring Devin back in.
Fresh set of legs in there.
Yeah, I thought we didn't play to our potential in the first set, and after that, we had every chance to win that second set against a really good team. I think a team probably that may be favored to win to a state championship.
I agree.
In Wapahani. And I thought we played really well. And then, hold on, we'll take a play off here.
Trey Adams with a lot of steam. Trey's around the corner. Keep going, Trey. And that's a first down for the Warriors.
Great pickup. Nice. He's really running with confidence around that end. And, you can't run with confidence without good blocking.
That's true.
So good blocking out there in front, but good blocking on the edge, and another first down there.
So a lot of confidence the girls had to come out of that match with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Wilson, and he was, really happy with the way we responded, because we could have just rolled over, and we responded well. And second and third sets played and showed what our potential is. 2-2 going into a week this week. 2 games at home. They're MEC matchups. We'll talk about that in a second.
1st and 10 on the 45. Warriors moving the ball here. Here's Triton out to pass, it looks like. The pass is away, and I don't know if it was complete.
Yeah, they're calling that a catch.
They're calling that a catch down the sideline. I can't see who made the catch.
Looks like it was Corbin Price.
Corbin Price with his first reception of the year. Nice pickup of about 9 on the play.
Yeah, we'll be home, so if you want to watch us this week, we'll be home Wednesday night, I believe it is, against Shenandoah at home, MEC matchup, and another MEC matchup on Thursday, home against Union. So 2 MEC, we've played only MEC games, which is crazy to me.
That is. Starting off with your conference. Is this Devin?
That's Devin Groh.
Devin Groh here. He's picked up the first down.
Got the first down there with a nice run of about 4. Then next week we will be traveling with football. We'll be traveling to Eastern Hancock for a road game. And then one of the highlights of the volleyball season will be at home for the Kay Saunders Classic next week. So a lot of good things going on at Wes-Del. Wes-Del volleyball will have 2 home games and then a home tournament next weekend. We'll have Wes-Del football on the road at Eastern Hancock next week.
I also want to talk about our middle school team getting a big win in football this week. They beat Trice Central just last night, 36-22. What do we got here?
I don't think we got the playoff in time.
No, it's going to be a delay of game. No, timeout. Good timeout.
Yeah, Coach called a timeout there right before the snap to save us.
So, the Warrior middle school football team last night defeated Trice Central 36-22. That's a bright spot. Have a lot of
points.
A lot of points and a lot of Warriors actually involved in that. And we have that 5th and 6th grade team this year, which is new. Also, the Warriors win big in golf and defeating Trice Central, Knightstown, and Eastern Hancock. And medalists, we had 2 medalists there. We had Lauren Cox and Abby Davis both as medalists.
All
they
right.
tied.
Good.
And I know in this week we I think it was actually 2 nights ago or two afternoons ago, the varsity cross country team traveled to Pendleton Heights in what's called the Arabian Roundup.
That's a big one. I'm
not sure where we placed in that one, but want to give a shout out to our cross country teams.
Well, I've been to that one several times, and that is big schools. We are by far the smallest school in that one. I mean, we're talking about Fishers. We're talking about some of the big schools that are running Pendleton. It's obviously not a small school.
If you want to keep up with the Wes-Del Athletics, just follow Wes-Del Athletics on Twitter at WD Athletics. Here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's on the 44, I believe. That one's away and back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Of course, they didn't blow it dead. I mean, it just kills me. 2nd down and 10. And we're still on the 44. Warriors moving the ball really well, though.
3.5 minutes to go here in the third. Really need a score here. We need to find a way to punch this one in.
It's a good student section there for Tri-Central.
Yeah. Great night for football.
Wouldn't have told you that when you started. Blevins back to pass. Ball's away. And is that a catch? Yeah, that's a
catch again there. That one's made by John Justin.
John Justin on the catch, and that'll make it 3rd down and just about 4, I believe.
Yeah, looks like maybe a long 4.
So the rollout there, good read. First one to Corbin Price earlier in the possession, and that one to John Justin. So Blevins showing a little bit of confidence here after the interception there late in the first half. And what do we have now? Timeout? Timeout, Tri-Central.
Central's going to call a timeout here. Well, that'll give us a chance to talk as coaches here, get a good play, something that we like. I've really liked what we've done out of timeouts. I always feel like that's a good indication of what your coaches are doing over there is what are you running out of timeouts. And so far this year we've done a nice job of running great things out of timeouts.
Let's talk about our coaching staff. Obviously in his first year, head coach Matt Knuckles. And he was with our coaching staff for many years under Brad Hess. And as we know, Brad Hess moved on to be the coordinator, one of the coordinators at Yorktown. Matt Knuckles, also assistant coach here with Coach McLaughlin in basketball. He will no longer be doing that as he's taken on this head varsity role. Daniel Hanson, the assistant coach and assistant principal.
Yeah.
Kyle Richards is also assistant coach. Eric Harlan, Caleb Stevens, Trey Quinn, our volunteer coach, and Mason Whitted is also a volunteer coach. Managers are Savannah McComb, Macy Mitchell, Olivia Davis, Taylor Watt, and film is Kevin Du Bois. Kevin, Malachi's dad, does a great job on the filming.
So here we come, 3rd down. See what we run out of the timeout.
3:07 to go. It's like we're trying to maybe draw here. Handoff is to, and it's going to be close. I think he got across. They're real close down there.
Well, they're calling for it. They're saying 4th down, just short. Why they wouldn't measure that?
That was Devin Grow, and it was really close.
Like,
boy, they've got, I tell you what. They
must be our angle because
either that or they've got, laser vision.
I'd run that same play.
I wouldn't move away from it at all.
Give it to Devin. He's been picking up at least 2-3 yards every run.
It's going to be 4th down and a centimeter.
Good quarterback sneak here. I'd give it to
Just
Devin.
hold on to it.
I'd give it to Devin.
See what they do. Snaps away, ball's low.
Push him forward.
But they might push him enough.
Well, that's going to be close.
Well, the guy didn't even move on the freaking spot.
It's going to be close.
He got it.
They're saying,
he got it.
This guy's saying it's not. They're not even going to measure. They're saying it's not close.
Must have been the angle. Had to be our angle that it wasn't even close on. I can't imagine that we're not at least asking why there wasn't a measurement there. But hey, these guys are great. They always get it right.
Must not have been as close as we thought.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, I think they looked at their watch at halftime and said, boys, we are moving so good. Anything close, let's just make sure the clock keeps cranking. All right, Tri-Central will take over on a terrible spot. 1st and 10. Warriors now on the defensive side. See if we can get a stop.
Right up the middle.
Getting in there and trying to hit. Blow the whistle. It's about that time of night where I about had it with them. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Pick up of about 5 there. And we either have somebody cramping or an ankle.
That is Lucas Young, and he is cramping.
He's trying to get off to see if we can get him off the field here.
Did we get anybody to come on?
Yes, we did. Mason Skinner is going to come on, it looks like, freshman. I believe that's who I saw run on.
2nd and 5, and they'll probably stay with the run, I would assume.
Yeah,
nice pursuit there. Nice. Finish it. Alec was in there, and now they're trying to rip the ball away and almost got it out. And I think finally in there was Brock Nauman.
It's going to be 3rd down here in about 2.
The quarterback coming off. He's got a little bit of a hobble there. That's number 5 for them. I believe he's been their quarterback all night.
Giving him a quick break.
Or that might be a runner. Felix Perez. I don't know. Has Perez been the quarterback? Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means number 4 is coming in for them. That is Owen Toole. He's a freshman.
3rd down here. And that's a big play right there, and that's made by Grayson Mealy in the backfield on 3rd down on the quarterback. That's a sack, I believe. And so that's going to bring him back 4th and 2. Maybe that's a long 2. Maybe 4th and 3. So they need to get, as you can see, the coaches are coming down asking Perez, are you good? I have a feeling that number 4,
he's stretching.
Owen Toll, is a
He's a freshman. He's a freshman, and they're over
Owen's listening. He's saying, "Listen, I don't mind being in here, but if you're good."
Yeah, these guys are big.
I don't want to get hit like that again. He's trying to stretch it out here, but it's a big 4th down.
It looks to me like they were just going to run that one down.
They ran that out. Then that's the end of the.
At the end of the quarter. Okay.
The quarter.
Well, that made sense.
So at the end of 3, it's 21-0, Tri-Central. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back here, 4th down for the Trojans. All right, we're back. We were just talking to Coach. Next week's at Eastern Hancock. I think he's mentioned that. It's on the road again. Last time we went to Eastern Hancock, we had some internet issues. Hopefully we don't run into that again.
No, Mr. Romine will get us all set up.
Yeah, he'll have us rolling. So we got 12 minutes to go, folks. That's right, 12 minutes. If you're just tuning in and you're thinking, my goodness, it's only 8:40, this game has been moving because the ball's been on the ground a lot. Big 4th down play here. I believe Perez is back in.
Yes.
And so the senior's back in at quarterback.
Good to see a senior there moving everybody to the right spot, too.
Coming out of that last play, a sack there by Grayson Mealy on the quarterback that came in. Now there's a pickup, and it's going to be a lot. Down in front, finally knocked out of bounds by Alec Thornburg. I tell you what, when they get to the outside, they just do a really good job of holding their blocks and staying where they need to go, and then a good hard runner. But he is down, and
he's cramping up.
He's cramping really hard. That's Horn, I believe.
Yeah, he's cramping up.
Not injured, just cramping. He'll be okay. And they're just right now they're doing what they need to do. They're churning, tearing up some clock. And
yeah, right now if you're Tri-Central, the clock is your biggest enemy. So you're just trying to keep that ball, run the play clock down, keep it on the ground, keep the clock moving.
There they go. Perez hands it off. He's stopped. That's
Horn.
Horn, and a nice tackle made there, I think. Actually, that ended up going outside.
Yeah, they bounced it out.
I can't see that far out anymore.
I think Trey Adams was in on that tackle.
Well, we got a penalty hold. We got a hold on the play. I didn't see the flag.
Well, that'll help.
That will help.
$11:14 to go here.
Good luck on the second half. Love watching Harvard City. Jim Knuckles, same here, Kevin. Jim Knuckles. I think we all know where that relation is. So we got some Harvard City fans. Didn't think about that thanks to Coach Knuckles.
Coach Knuckles' uncle there. Good football player.
There we go. The Warriors now trying to make a stop. And there's several guys hitting in on that one before finally taken down. It's number 4. And that is John Justin. So it's going to be second down now. And about 15.
Every once in a while for Tri-Central, you can see they're trying to get a few, looks like younger kids in to get some experience. There's nothing like getting that experience out there. You may need someone down the stretch or down the end of the season. So getting a couple new faces in every once in a while.
On second down, here they go to the pitch.
And there
Get back there, boys. Get back there, boys. Get back there, boys. Nice. Oh, almost made that tackle. Grayson Mealy finally makes the tackle, pushes him out.
There's the flag. This one may come back.
We got, where is it in the backfield?
Yes.
So we got a flag in the backfield. Yeah, the camera's still there.
Holding. That's coming back.
Yep. So a hold there that broke that one open. You probably saw it on the camera because the camera didn't move. Folks, if you're just tuning in, it's hard with 2 guys running the computer, the soundboard.
I wish you could see, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sitting here.
I've been saying that we need to add a booth cam so they can see us up here every once in a while, switch over to it. But
I'm literally sitting here with nothing going on.
Nothing going on.
As you work everything.
I run the computer. Well,
I'm just adding insight.
Well, you bring a lot to the table. A lot to the table. 10:02 to go here. It's going to be a second and, my goodness, 22nd and 25 is what they have on the board. So that penalty hurt. Come on, boys. Let's just get a stop here and get this thing back. Handoff. Nice tackle, Matt.
Oh, that was Thornburg.
Thornburg with a great tackle. Came in.
He shot that gap and made a nice tackle.
I know there's some Thornburg family members in the chat. I'm telling you what a great addition to the football team. Great addition really all around. You've seen him in class. And
yep.
Funny thing is, quiet kid at school. But he comes out here and he –
not afraid to hit people,
no,
is he?
He brings out his emotion in his play.
Well, that's a good release for some kids is to get out there and play sports and just let it, fly around and make plays and have fun. And that's
there we go. It's going to be third down. Let's see what they do. They've got a head of steam there. Finally knocked down. First initial contact. Grayson Mealy finished off by Corbin Price.
Brock Nauman was in there, too.
Brock Nauman was in there. And now it's going to be, I'd have to say, fourth down, right?
Yeah,
fourth and 10.
Let's see what they decide to do here. They may run this down. It's 4th and 10. Right on the 40.
Coach, they're going to need their battery.
Let's see what they decide to do here.
Fourth down. It looks like they're going.
Jump.
They're going to try to. They did, and then they called the timeout. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Is that an 8 or 9? That's an 8. 8:35 to go.
Yes.
21-0 right now. So as we're talking about some things, and we're going to hear us all year long talk about this, especially since we know Coach Knuckles really well, and we've known him since he was an athlete of ours and a student in class. I don't think we could have a better guy right now in this situation for our football program. He does a tremendous job with the kids. Coach Hansen, Coach Richards, the whole staff. They do a tremendous job of they're laying the foundation this season.
Right.
And as I said, talked to the kids this weekend after their last game last Friday night. And first thing I can tell you when my son came in the door was it's tremendous. The overall feel of the team is tremendously positive. And, when you see your kid come in and And I said it to you last week after the game. I told you, I said, it's hard. It's hard as a dad to see it. Last year they didn't win any games. This year, they're working on it. But what makes it easy is to have your kid in the hands of a coach like Coach Knuckles, Coach Hansen, Coach Richards. Just you're not going to find better people, but also better coaches to have in this situation where you're trying to build. And I know Grayson knows that, and I know these guys know that. Maybe that's why they're so positive. Here we go, 4th and 10.
Nobody was set. That should have been.
I was going to say, is that not a flag here?
Should have been, but we'll take the touches. I'm guessing with a kicker like that, you're going to get a touchback anyway.
But anyway,
the one thing I'll say about this coaching staff is they're going to continue to work really hard at it, and kids feed off of that. If you are struggling and you're building a program, kids will still buy in as long as your coaching staff is buying in. And we have great coaches that will do that. Matt's going to do a great job here. And Matt knows, he was with me, was part of this younger program. You start with your young kids. You build up your young kids. We've got a lot of young kids playing, but I'm talking about even younger than that. You teach your elementary kids. You get people excited about it. You get kids excited about it. That helps your numbers. That helps your overall future, and it just helps things. And things will just continue to get optimistic and keep moving in that direction.
Levin's back to pass here on 1st down.
Better get rid of that.
You better get rid of that.
And when you have a young line, you don't have very much time there. You're going to have to get that out quick.
It's going to be 2nd down now, and it's going to be a ways, folks.
And Triton's defense, he didn't have a whole lot of time, but that's what we're talking about. You got to get that thing out of there quick. And again, he's learning too. His first full year as a quarterback.
That's true, and now it's going to be it's at least 2nd and 20. More, probably 22. So let's see what we do here with it. Backed up a little bit. Coming out of it, Trey Adams has it. He's knocked around and probably gains about 4 yards back there. It's going to put us at 2nd and a long 18.
Trey got up a little slow there, but he's making his way back to the huddle. He's going to get a quick break.
I think Thornburg's going to give him a break, which is nice to have that addition of putting that's going to be Jacob Grant.
Yes.
It's a nice addition of not only having Thornburg, but also Grant, who came in as a new addition this year to give our backs a little break and maybe get some new legs in there. So here we are on 3rd down. Going to be a long 3rd down.
Oh, there's a fumble. They picked it up. You can't advance that, but it's going to be 1st down on about the looks like first 1 or 2 yard line. The missed. I don't know exactly what happened. The pitch did not get where it needed to go, and their lineman was right there to fall right on top of it on the 1 yard line, or maybe I'm a little further. Maybe that's a 5 yard line. I'm sorry. We're back a little further.
Yeah, they're at the
5 yard line. So went the wrong direction there. And
you know what else would help us? I were running everything if I had the right quarter up for the folks at home.
Well,
4th quarter. I try to do it all, but. So here we are. They're on the fumble. They take over on the 5 yard line, actually 6 yard line. So it's going to be 1st down, 6 yards to go, going in. And we're going to take a timeout. Tri-Central's going to take a timeout. We're going to take an audio timeout. We'll be back with you here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back here, folks. Again, Tri-Central recovers the fumble, and they are on the 5-yard line going in. And that one's off, and that's going to be a quarterback keeper, and I think he's
he
close.
fumbled.
Did he fumble it?
Who came up with it?
It'd be nice if we did.
I think they're saying second down, so they came up with it.
So they did.
That's one of the things you're telling your defense right here is let's put a helmet on the ball and try to knock it out of there. It's going to end up being about a 3-yard pickup for them.
So second down now. Once again, I want to thank Star Financial Bank for being such a large contributor. They upped their contribution this year with the live stream and the Wes-Del Sports Network. And want to really thank Trent Dowling for the contribution in Star Bank. 2nd and 3. After the fumble, they picked up their own.
Hand off to 42, and he's right up the middle, and that's a touchdown.
And a touchdown on the run. And that's going to be 6 more on the board.
It's Fowler again.
27-0, and I believe we'll see Jimenez Vasquez back out to kick. 5:01 to go, and so far I can tell you with pretty good confidence he's going to hit it. So it's going to be 28-0. Once again, we want to thank you if you're in the chat and you're watching, and hit the subscribe button. 175 views tonight, Coach. That's a pretty good one on the road.
Oh, he missed it.
Did he miss it?
Hey, went low, and it hit right off the crossbar.
Was it even? Maybe it was a different kicker.
Looked like maybe it was number 2.
Well, there you
might
go.
be somebody different.
Getting somebody new in there, maybe.
I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah, anyway, they missed it.
176 views now. That's probably going to be one of our higher ones on the road, and appreciate everybody watching.
Keep watching us all year. We'll be here. It'll be fun. We have enjoyed doing this. We enjoy going on the road and having a great time doing it. We'll bring it to you every week with some new insight. Maybe we'll talk about, who knows what we'll talk about.
Hey,
it could be.
I'll tell you this much.
What's
you
that?
and I know that Tri-Central, speaking to some of these Hartford City people, that is a very common.
Yeah, that's our
the old
theme.
Northwestern.
That's
the old Blackford.
Old Blackford fight song.
Fight song for those of you Bruins that are watching. Wes-Del's original fight song is not a college.
Right.
This is.
We don't want to copy anybody.
No, absolutely not. So with the missed extra points, 27-0. You know, Coach, I've said this for a long time. I've talked to you about it.
What's that?
We really need to do like a short podcast coaches show.
All right.
And we need to get that going.
Sure, Biff would be up for that.
I think so. And really talk to Coach Knuckles, get him on the air more, and talk about it through the week. We just got to find the time.
Yeah. I wish I had it. Time is one thing I
you
don't have. I
you
did.
are swamped.
I did talk to Coach Knuckles before the game. It's funny you say that about maybe trying to get to him before the games because it's so hard after the games. Football coaches have to talk to the team, and by the time it's just
they got to
get of stuff to wrap up here for us. So I told him, I said maybe we can get somebody down there to do an interview that we could play at halftime or something along those lines, or pregame or both. So,
I like it.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can put Mr. Romine's class on that, give him a little project or something to do.
I like it. 5:56 to go here at Tri-Central, 27-0. The Trojans lead. I think it's their first home game. I'll give the crowd credit. They came out in droves.
There's a timeout there for Wes-Del. They didn't have enough people on the field, and Coach Hansen didn't like what he saw, so we're going to take a quick timeout. But
we'll stay with you.
Yeah. Got big plans here this weekend or anything?
Well, this weekend, Grayson has to work the concession stand tomorrow. There's a 5th and 6th grade game.
Okay.
So, fans, if you don't have anything going on and you want to come out and see our 5th and 6th graders.
We are not live streaming that, are we?
We are not live streaming. We had an ask, though. We had a fan ask if we were going to.
Well, there are some things that.
I live to live stream, but I can't do it every day.
No, and there are some things that it's just, when you get to the high school, it should be some things just reserved for,
special.
When you get to the high school level and you get to do that.
And so that's what's going on tomorrow.
Sounds pretty busy.
Mrs. Me. Yeah, it's swamped. I don't know what I'll do with my time. Mrs. Mealy and Miss Mealy are going to go to Beauty and the Beast at the Civic Theater.
Okay.
And I'm surprised you won't be there.
No extra tickets?
Did
I am a Disney fan.
Did you sit this one out? I figured you would have played.
Beast?
Yeah. Maybe the Beast. I don't know. I see you more as a Lumineer.
Yeah, I like that.
Who was the clock?
Cogsworth.
Nice cutback.
Nice cutback.
Did you see that cutback? Excellent cutback.
That was Alec Thornburg.
He took a hit on it, but, man, he had a nice cutback there on first down. So it's going to be second.
He ran a long way to get a yard there.
Yeah, he did, and he looked good doing it. They gave him a little bit more than that. I tell you what, that about 2 yards.
All right.
5:30 to go here. So, what was the clock?
Cogsworth.
You could be a good Cogsworth.
Yeah, I probably could.
Anyway, Sunday, speaking of the Hartford City people, I have to play in the Jordan Nichols Memorial Golf.
Okay. One of
our former players.
Yeah, and one of Coach Nichols.
Oh, look at him.
Friends.
He got out of that. Alec Thornburg got out of that initial tackle. Got back into there. He's really working. Broke that first one.
I don't know if you saw the end of that play, but your son there was going after him, and another guy would work themselves downfield a little bit. We're wrestling a little bit there.
Well, you know him. You have him in basketball. It doesn't take too much. He's got a lot of his dad in him. The difference in him is he's a little more mild-mannered as far as his vocal.
Yes, and he's got a lot of you in him. Luckily, he's got Courtney's athleticism.
That's true. Not a lie. Not a lie.
We are third down here and still about 8.
That one's off to Trey Adams looking for a hole, and nothing there.
It's going to go out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. That's going to pick up about 2.
I think we're just going to go for it.
I think that doesn't look like it. Looks like we may punt.
Oh, we're going to punt. Carter Flynn heading onto the field. I'd like to see Carter get a foot into one here. 4:22 to go. Let's see him really boot one down there. I think the term boot is used enough.
Yeah, I think it was back when you were in high school.
Boot. Oh.
And
we got another timeout.
So Coach Knuckles is going to call a timeout.
Let's stay with him.
I keep forgetting to ask if Coach Harlan is in charge of the special teams. He seems to run out there pretty quickly during special teams. He may just be
got to work your way up,
helping with a little bit of everything. But
you know how it is being a young coach. Got to work your way up. You get special teams.
Listen, we need a lot of good young coaches out there. So it's a great way to stay involved in a game that you loved in high school, and it's a great way to give back. But Eric played a lot of sports here and was a big part of Wes-Del athletics, and now he's giving back as a coach, and it's just a great way. It's what we did. This will be year 29 for me in coaching, and it's because I had enjoyed so much as a player that I wanted to be able to stay involved in the game.
You're 29, and there are probably a lot of people out there that can't believe it.
Well, but the baby face. Don't let this baby face fool you.
Carter Flynn back to punt here.
Let's see if we go with the fake maybe.
No, snap's not very good.
Oh, he fell on it.
And that snap was low, and that was Grayson Mealy on the snap. I might talk to him about that one.
Yeah, he's
played all game. Lay off, Dad. Yeah. If Mom was listening, she'd say, "Don't open your mouth."
Yeah, I got that last night.
Yeah,
after the volleyball game.
And you know what? I've learned that I really don't have any place to say anything.
Well, we just mentioned, didn't we? Didn't we just mention that he has great coaches?
He does have.
So what are we going to say?
Yeah, it's true. As a parent, shut up. Yeah. I'd rather have Nuck talk to him than me.
That's right.
He's not going to listen to me anymore.
Yeah, it's not easy, and sometimes we want to reinforce some things, but he's giving it everything, and so are all those guys. So as parents, sometimes we just need to say, great job.
Here's some subs coming in for Tri-Central. Love to see this. Got some of the younger guys in. What a great move by Coach Arnold, getting those younger guys in there. He's got the new quarterback in. He's got some of the younger runners. Now, you've seen some of these guys. We talked about that because he's done a good job mixing some guys in.
Yeah.
But these are probably what they would consider their JV squad in there now. Now, on the other side of the ball, we don't have that option.
No.
we have very few subs, and we've been using them throughout the night.
But there are some different faces out there.
There are.
I see a few that Coach is mixing
Coach
in.
Knuckles has put a few new guys in there, but he's also used quite a few of those guys throughout the night.
Yes.
So here we go, second down and about 11.
They will sleep well.
Yep, here we go. And that's a nice – stay with it. Stay in the pursuit. There you go, boys.
Good tackle.
There you go. That was John Justin initially.
And that is Malachi DuBois making the tackle.
Finished it off. And a bad camera work by the superintendent. But I'll check the –
got Branson Dalton in there now. We've got some other guys in there getting some experience. Only will help as the season continues to go on.
Team bus drivers are watching from the bus thanks to our broadcasting. Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate you getting our teams here safely. So, 3:51 to go.
I didn't even think about that. It was probably nice to.
I'll get back there.
Pitch.
Oh, I got the pitch.
Make a tackle.
Make the tackle. Make the tackle. I think he's in for a touchdown.
Let's see if they call it. Yes, they're saying he's in.
He is in for a touchdown. We tried to make that tackle, and the camera was hard to move at the same time. You wouldn't have saw it anyway, folks, because it's blocked by the window.
Well,
so take our word for it.
Yeah, it was a nice run. I'll give them credit for that. And we just talked about they've got some other guys in there. And, you know, here's what I'll tell you from a coach's standpoint. I want to continue playing. I don't want you to just take a knee every time. I want to continue playing. I don't want.
I will say, Coach, we saw Rincon earlier in the series. That was Jimmy Rincon. He's been in before. It's a good hard runner.
Yeah, extra points good.
Yep. So 34-0 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. You all right?
I was just looking at I can't.
Oh.
I'm just looking at the clock.
Yeah.
See how much time was left.
A couple of people in the chat also. We talked about the bus drivers.
No, here's what the point I was going to make. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay. No, go ahead. By all means.
We're doing a service we didn't even realize. Yeah. Our bus drivers can go out and start the buses and get the buses ready.
They can just stay out there if they want to.
And they can watch the game from out there.
Oh.
Kudos to you.
I never turn it off, do I?
Yes.
The thoughts never stop for the superintendent. Trying to take care of everybody.
Okay, now back to the chat.
All right. The chat is Mr. Romine's wife. They're listening and watching while they're heading up north. They're going to Lakeston, and I hope they have a good time.
Yeah,
Tyler Summers.
He said something about riding a Sea-Doo. I know that.
Yeah, he will. Jet ski.
Jet ski, Sea-Doo. Yeah, he's nonstop. I bet you he rides that till it runs out of gas.
Absolutely. Right. He's an old Hartford City guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who's the next
Tyler Summers.
Tyler Summers. All right.
Tyler said you're getting old. Tyler needs to remember who controls the playing time.
And conditioning.
Yeah, he's right.
There's that nice kickoff again. This time Trey's going to take it.
He's coming out. And he is going to be met there at the
maybe the 15.
Yeah, 15-yard line.
There's something after the play.
A little bit of something extra, hopefully not on us. But there is a Tri-Central guy getting down.
It's on them. It is on them.
What are they going to call
Personal foul. Late hit or a personal foul.
Well, I wouldn't say it has anything to do with sportsmanship because
their coach is getting on them right now.
They've been really good.
Yeah, he wants to know what number and what happened.
And
it looks to me like he's the kind of coach that will address that kind of thing. So
he didn't argue it at all.
No, he'll take care of it. And, if you're a young player and you get a chance to play, one thing you don't want to do
is make the coach mad.
Is get an unsportsmanlike or a penalty and he's hearing it. That's good coaching right there. It's, listen, you make mistakes, but those aren't the mistakes we're talking about.
2:23 to go here. After the penalties, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. There's a nice run there. That's I think that's number 14.
That's Mason Skinner.
Mason Skinner, nice run by Mason.
Looks like coach has got Carter Flynn at quarterback now.
Playing out some of the young guys here as the clock runs.
Like you said, there are some guys that just have to stay out there when your numbers are the way ours are. There's some guys that are going to have to continue playing.
Under 2 minutes now. Just want to remind you of the post-game show. It'll be a shorter post-game. We're going to get on the road here at Tri-Central. They're so hospitable. We want to be hospitable back and not take too much time after the game. Good run there.
Skinner again, I believe.
And he picked up about a yard or two.
And somebody's down. We don't want to see that.
No, you don't.
Tony Cox will run out there and take care of him. I don't know who it was. I want to say it might be Mason, but just ran the ball for us.
Yeah. So our coaches are going to take a look.
Let's hope it's just a wind knocked out of him. Sometimes that can happen.
You see the Tri-Central trainer also headed out there. 1:35 remaining in the game. It is 34-0 Tri-Central.
Well, since you asked, this weekend I'm going to.
Well, I did. I was getting there. I just never got a moment.
I really don't know what am I doing this weekend. Tomorrow, my nephew's 18th birthday tomorrow, so we'll probably take the new car and head over. Let Cameron drive us over to my nephew's 18th birthday and.
Oak Hill student.
Yeah, Oak Hill student.
Good basketball
player for them.
Good basketball player.
Made the top 100. Very proud of him.
Definitely got that from his uncle. Had nothing to do with his 6'10" dad or his mom, who's over 6 foot.
Yeah, both college athletes.
Pretty sure he got it from you.
Yeah, I think that. I can't remember what we have.
That
Sunday.
Sounds like you're packed.
I don't know what we have Sunday.
Well,
I'm leaving it open right now. There's a. In the round, there's a nice
little run down there.
That's Owen Long. I think Owen will be a good player for us in the future. You know, he's a kid that has a bright future. I think as more he plays, I think he'll pick it up and be able to. But sometimes guys aren't just quite ready yet at the beginning of the season. They get a little bit of experience. And the other thing, you don't want to put guys in bad situations. So the more he gets a chance to play, I think he'll be able to be a nice player in the future.
1:20 to go. We've mentioned it before, very young team. One thing that a lot of people may not know about the team is a lot of these guys were undefeated in middle school, and they're back out here as sophomores. And that doesn't always translate right away, but it'll translate down the road, especially the experience they're getting right now.
Mason Davis with his first carry.
It's a good carry there by Mason Davis.
Well, you know, that does matter, though, because they had some success.
They understand winning.
But what you find out is that's a huge jump from middle school sports to varsity sports.
First thing Grayson told me after the first game was, Dad, this is a lot faster.
They're stronger and faster, and you cannot simulate that. So it takes some time, and it takes experience. And, you know, this is why it's smart for Coach Knuckles to play some of these guys.
Nice cut upside there. He cut right up the inside there.
Owen Long again,
and got about 30 seconds left to go in the game. Coach, as we're running it down, you know, we're not going to be here too long. Give me some things that you did like in the first half especially.
Well, I think we're trying to establish an identity of what we're going to be and how we're going to play in the future. So it looks like we're going to get one more snap off here.
It's down to 15. It looks like it's off to Long again.
Yes.
Nice hard run.
And he's going to pick up a first down, so that's going to stop the clock. We might get one more play off if Coach Knuckles really wants to. It looks like he does. Hurry up, line up, he's telling them.
Yep,
you know, it's these things that you see right here that you know your coaches get it. They're getting their young players in there. Let's play it. Let's try to get one more off if we can. It's things. It looks like that's going to be enough, Coach says, but just probably a young group that just wouldn't have time to get their snap off. But, you know, I think the things I look for is we have yet to see an unsportsmanlike play on our guys, yet to see anything bad on our guys. We limited the penalties tonight on ourselves. We also didn't hurt ourselves as far as, you know, mental mistakes. Now, we did turn the ball over, and that's one of the things I know Coach Knuckles will discuss when he gets down there with the guys. You can't, if you're young and inexperienced, you can't turn the ball over. You can't give the possessions away. But, you know, things that I like about us is that some of the things we've talked about already. We're going to continue to keep doing things the right way. We're going to continue to establish what we want to be as a program. We're going to continue to play hard. So, no doubt that Coach Knuckles will keep doing the right thing. He'll get his coaching staff back in there. You know where they'll be on Sunday night, watching film on Eastern Hancock. They'll get themselves prepared, and they will, you know, be ready for a game on the road next week against, you know, an MEC opponent that, you here's the thing about sports. No one cares what you did last week. Our guys, it doesn't matter. It's going to be 0-0 when it starts. So we're going to have to show up and play. Eastern Hancock's not going to feel sorry for us, and whatever happened to them, we're not going to feel sorry for them. It's going to be a new game, and we're going to have to show up and be ready.
That's exactly right. Couldn't say it better. I like the outlook there. Coach mentioned some things. Folks, if I can tell you anything, just stay with us. Follow us throughout the year here on the Wes-Del Sports Network, not just in football, but in all of our sports. We've got a lot of good things happening at Wes-Del. We've got a lot of, as we transition over, we've got a lot of young teams, and the future is definitely bright. Our middle school programs are growing. We're getting kids interested. If I could say one thing, it's that as a parent, be as supportive as you could be. As a community member, be as supportive as you can be. Keep coming out, supporting like you always have, watching the live stream. That's just as much as supporting when you can't make it in the live event. And the best thing about Wes-Del, and the reason I've stayed for almost 15 years now, is that they have good people that understand what we're trying to do, how we're trying to do it. And right now, our football program is very much in that building stage, and you're going to see some great things down the road. I was I watched this when you did this in basketball. You took over and slowly but surely brought it up to be a winning program year in and year out. And right now I think you've got it on the longest stretch of most double-digit win seasons in school history. And I know that man across the field, Coach Knuckles, will do the same along with his staff. So stay with us throughout the year. But from Tri-Central, that's going to do it for us tonight. 34-0, the Trojans with the victory, but a lot of good things that we saw from the Wes-Del Warriors. Coach, I don't think you have anything further, so.
No, I would just say, I will say this. The best thing we can do is when we see these guys is tell them how proud we are.
Yep, this community has to love them up, and it's not easy to do what they do, but that's every one of our athletes. So if you see an athlete, tell them you love them. Tell them, give them a high five. Tell them how much you appreciate them, because they are a big deal, and we care about each one of them. We care about all our students, so keep supporting Wes-Del. And thank you for hitting the subscribe button. Tell your friends, and keep watching. We'll be at Eastern Hancock next week, 7 o'clock kickoff. And we enjoyed our evening here at Tri-Central. Great hospitality. We'll see you next week at Eastern Hancock. For Coach, I'm the Soup here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. We'll see you next time.